Hey guys, how are you today? Ken here with KenMelendez.com. Wanted to share something super powerful with you today, and I got inspired by a gentleman named Mark Harbert. Now, Mark is a all-star leader in the online marketing and affiliate marketing space. He is an absolute genius when it comes to video marketing and everything video you can think of. So I was watching one of his webinars the other day, and I learned 3 powerful truths. And it's in regards to your current circumstances and the types of feelings that you have in relation to your business specifically. Now, we all get in certain situations where we're down, where we're feeling, like we're not in a good spot, we're not in a good place. And I've been in those places recently, and so I wanted to inspire you and share with you the 3 steps that he gave me that really helped me to overcome my feelings and move past them and move past the hurdles, move past the obstacles that are in my way in my business. So the first one that you have to understand, and this is extremely powerful. If you guys aren't taking notes right now, make sure that you are taking notes. Okay, grab a pen, grab a notepad, or pull out your notepad on your computer and take some notes. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is think about what is the worst thing that could happen. Okay, so say you're seeing no result in your business right now, and you're frustrated. You're downright frustrated. You don't know where to turn. You're not seeing many results. Well, you have to understand what is the worst thing that could happen. So think about that. Take a moment and just think about what is the worst thing that could possibly happen if you don't move your business forward within the next week, month from now, 2-3 months down the road. What's the absolute worst thing? And Mark was telling me, he was actually telling the community that he was doing the webinar for, that I'm involved in, he was actually saying that he was on the brink of losing his house. And he was completely stressed about this. He had anxiety out the window. I mean, he was just completely stressed about losing his house. He has a wife and he has kids, and it was just something that just kept him up at night. It kept him tossing and turning because he just couldn't stand the thought of losing his house. Well, then it turned out that his wife came up to him one night and said, "You know what, Mark? If I don't have you, I don't have anything. So let's just get rid of the house. Let's take it off of our shoulders and just move someplace else. Doesn't even matter." And from that point on, Mark felt a huge weight lifted off his shoulders. So he was saying that the thing that could be, stressing you out right now, it might be the thing that you need to let go of. And he said that not particularly like a relationship or a marriage or things like that, but, specifically maybe physical items or things that you own, stuff like that. You might need to get rid of that. You might need to look at what you currently are holding on to and let go of it. Okay? So that's super powerful. Think about what's the worst thing that could happen. And Mark said that it's probably not that bad in most cases. So keep that in mind. Now, the second thing is that you need to understand, and this is something that it really blew my mind. I was listening super close to this point, and it's a shift in mindset. It's a shift in how you are thinking about the current situation, and I can't talk about mindset enough. It's super powerful. So guys, if you are stuck in your current circumstance right now, you are focusing on the wrong thing. So point number 2, write this down. You need to focus on the end goal. Okay? So part of your problem right now, according to Mark, is that you are struggling because you're thinking about your current situation. And that's the worst thing you can do. What you need to do is think about the end goal. Think about where you are going, where you are headed. Okay? You need this. You have to have this in your business. So that's super important. Okay, so keep that in mind. Sorry guys, I'm getting distracted by a guy pulling in here. So you have to do this in order to move past where you are currently. So your feelings that you have right now about your business, you're not seeing the results that you want to see, that's because you're stuck right now in your circumstance. You have to look 6 months down the road, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. Where do you want to end up? Who do you want to become? Where do you want your business to go? Okay? Think about that. Focus on that. That needs to be your focus point. Because if you're not thinking like that, then you are going to remain stuck and you are going to remain not taking action. You're not going to take the action necessary because you're not thinking about the end goal. So what is your end goal? You know, you might want to take a moment and write those down. You know, take some time to take out a pen and pad, write down exactly who you want to be, the type of person you want to be down the road, your end goal. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be a person who talks on stage? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to make an impact in the lives of thousands of people? Get specific on exactly what your end goal is. And when you focus on that, man, I'm telling you, when I heard this, when Mark told this on the podcast that I was listening to, I was just blown away because I realized that I was focusing on my current circumstances, and that's just the absolute wrong thing to do. Okay? So that's point number 2. And point number 3 is extra baggage. Guys, if you're holding on to extra baggage, if you're holding on to things that are not serving you, then you need to get rid of it. So point number 3 in getting out of your current circumstance, you know, getting out of your stuck mindset, is to let go of your extra baggage. What do I mean by that? Well, you know, what are you doing week in and week out? Is it serving you? Is it moving your business forward? You know, are you in, now, for instance, these things aren't necessarily bad, but they're going to take you away from moving forward. So like, for instance, if you're in a bowling league every week, or if you go out, you know, socializing with your friends 3-4 times a night, or whatever the case may be, is that activity serving you, serving your business, moving you forward? If it's not, you might want to look at that and re-examine it, at least for the time period that you need to get moving, to get the plane off the ground. You're on the runway right now. You need to take flight. So you have to gain the momentum, you have to get the speed up, and the way to do that is to lose the extra baggage. If there's something that you're holding on to that you go to on a weekly basis, or there's something that's stealing your time away from your business that could be replaced with money-making activities, then you need to look at that and you need to rearrange your schedule. Okay? So the 3 things: think about what's the worst thing that can happen, and you need to think about where you want to be. What is the end goal? Not your current circumstance, but what's the end goal? And then the 3rd thing is to drop your extra baggage. When I heard these points, I was blown away. My mindset instantly shifted, and I realized what I was doing wrong. I was thinking too much of the now instead of where I want to be down the road. What is the end goal? Who do you want to become? Do you want to be on stage? Do you want to be a top leader? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to be the biggest donor in your church? Whatever the case may be, whatever your end goal is, write it down, carry it with you, pull it out whenever you have a tendency to go back and think about, you know, whenever you have a tendency to go to your previous mindset, pull out that piece of paper or pull out whatever it is that you create, carry it with you, and remember what your end goal is, who you want to become, and that is going to carry you through. It's going to push you to where you want to go in your business. I hope that this really inspired you guys and it uplifted you. It gave you something to think about and really take action on this. I'm telling you, it's going to make a huge difference in your business. If you want more tips like this, more strategy, more mindset, hop on over to kenmelendez.com, put your name and email into the free offer that I have on there, and you'll be blown away by the value you receive in terms of learning about video marketing, Facebook marketing, lead generation. Everything like that is at kenmelendez.com. I would love to connect with you there. Have a great day, guys. I will be talking to you in the next video. Talk to you soon.